girlfriend daughter came and she got
Yeah. 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the king, little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you can't wanna wait to be with the street just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ASC is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you gas scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cat know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking Trey Lund. And my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, you can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Get in here, get in here, get in here. Get in here. What are you waiting for? Get in here. Boy, do we have an awesome, great show for you guys tonight. Get in here. Call your family, your friends, your loved ones, your niece, your nephews, your boy toy. But just get them in here. This is the place to be right now. Put the children to bed because this show has no filter, especially that Legacy over there. But anyway, I'm joined tonight by none other than my very beautiful. Her voice is kind of raspy tonight, but the very beautiful, the very lovely, my sister, Miss Tayama Sweetness.
Hey, everybody. Your girl is under the weather, but we made it.
Okay. Sister, you be on my mind. Well, welcome, Tayama. Glad you can make it. Even feeling under the weather, you're here.
Yes.
And I'm also joined by none other than, the one with that foul mouth. You know what I'm saying? just no filter, just don't care what come out his throat. But I love him to death. That's my little big brother, Legacy the Great.
What it is, world.
Oh, I tell you. Then also we have the most voluptuous, roundest, juiciest, yet sweetest, delectable, and the eatable cakes. I tell you, y'all thought it was Duncan Hines, Mrs. Paul, Mrs. Smith.
Some things probably still. Now, anybody been eating it and beating it in years.
Not even Miss Patty. Patty ain't got nothing on her. But we got juicy cakes.
Put me in, coach, so I can get them. Go ahead. I was back there like, ooh, and then here you go. Hey, everybody. I hope you feel better, too.
Hey, Cake.
Hey, Tony. How you doing?
Dang!
Hey, Legacy.
Sam, are you taking anything for your throat?
Immunical.
I need some. There's a solution, an old solution that you could take.
I was just finna tell her about it, but it's old and new.
Yeah, it's old. Yeah, it still works. It's called Wickalicious.
I swear to God, I was saying the same thing.
Let me tell you, he must have sent you a text message and say, please put me in her good graces. He ain't in my clear view or my rear view.
What about your peripheral?
Oh, not the peripheral.
That's blocked.
Is he in the shadow?
I promise you, if you put some for 2 or 3 drops of Wickalicious in there, you'll be fine.
You want to respond to that?
You better stand up.
He in the shadow, though.
He ain't in the shadow.
Hey, Wick.
That is not Wick. That's a girl.
Oh.
That's Byra.
No, LaByra is out of town.
What?
So
remember, I had kids for going on 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
y'all got kids. I ain't got no kids right now. Till school go by, I ain't got no kids.
Oh wow.
What way Tyson at?
Oh, Tyson, where he Brittany?
Huh?
He with Brittany.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, all righty then.
Hey, look, Juicy, like, let me get on out of this real quick.
Some girls have all the luck.
Okay.
Who is that?
You all in the Kool-Aid. You get your hair done, you will find out.
I know you better not be riding with Mom, because I ain't said nothing that Tony said.
He trying to kill me, y'all. He trying to kill me.
I just want to remind everybody, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe, nothing at all. We're on a road to, I think, 26,000 subscribers. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click that thumbs up button. The thumbs up represents the like button, so go ahead and click that like button as well. And if you have a comment, go ahead and type the comment below, and we will respond and show your comment on the screen and respond to it accordingly. And of course, they always say sharing is caring, so click that share button so your family and friends can come over and see what all the craziness is about. So now that we got that out of the way, other than Tiam and her nasty throat sounding and not feeling well, how everybody else is doing?
Well, even with my nasty throat, we blessed.
A grand old day.
I see Legacy over there with a cough. I got a solution for him too.
Oh my God.
I'm good.
Let him know, Legacy.
I was gonna say, because I definitely got a solution for you.
With some pussy juice at the back of my throat.
I was gonna say a Tay capsule.
A who?
A Tay capsule. Take two Tay pills a day.
Lord help us.
I
That's
swear.
over the counter. That's over the counter. You don't even need a prescription.
It sounds like Juicy just went in T Savage house. That's how loud T Savage alarm is.
Wow.
It sure is. It really is.
And the crazy part is I don't even be hearing it sometimes upstairs.
You immune to it. But anyway, check this out. Hold on, Juicy. Check this out.
Black stories we should all know. Listen close. Kelly McBride is from Alabama. He moves to LA. He has a whirlwind romance with the woman. They have a baby. Things don't work out. She takes the baby, moves to Monterey, California. Fast forward 9 years. He meets another woman. They get married. They have a baby. Things don't work out with them. She ends up having breast cancer. She wants to move back to where her support system is, which is in New Zealand. Unfortunately, after getting to New Zealand, she passes away. Now that child is being raised by a foster parent and her uncle. Fast forward, Kelly gets terminal stomach cancer. He tracks down his daughter in New Zealand, Andrea, tells her that she has a half-sister in California. He wants to bring the two together, but unfortunately, he passed away before being able to do that. His family picks up the baton on the search. They find the other sister, Robin. They bring the two sisters together in 1999. Turns out they both grew up in world-class wine-making regions. They both have a passion and love for wine, and that is the beginning of the McBride sisters. So the next time you're in the stores and you see Black Girl Magic Wine or any of their other wines, know that they are the largest woman-owned, Black-owned wine company in the country. We salute the McBride sisters. Woo! Peace.
Did you say woman owned?
Yeah.
Woman owned. Women owned. Plural.
I just thought
the AirPod fell, so I didn't hear the end. Can you say what they said?
That those two women were really, they call it half sister, but that's not true. You're full brothers and sisters if you share the same dad. You're not full brothers and sisters if you got a different man who had a baby with a woman, then y'all share the same mom, y'all are half brothers and sisters. But if you share the same dad, you're full brothers and sisters. But what she was saying was those two young ladies have the largest, being Black women, have the largest wine industry. Am I right, Tony, in America?
Yes.
Woo! That's what she said at the end.
So she was just spitting some Black excellence. I thought I'd share that.
You always do.
Because, us Black, Black, the media ain't going to show it, so this media going to show it.
I understand.
Juicy, how's the kids?
Man, we can't do it on YouTube, but we can talk about some things a little later.
Okay. So we'll hold that time backstage after the show. Well, listen, recently there was a sighting, an update on Jamie Foxx. Check this out.
Birthday!
So Jamie Foxx was recently seen.
There wasn't no damn Jamie Foxx.
Seen cruising and waving at fans. So it's nice to know that he's doing better, feeling better. He's no longer in the coma or whatever they said, hospitalized or whatever. But and then the rumor is that Jamie Foxx was a clone. So I don't know if they done cloned Jamie or if that's the real Jamie, but that was a Jamie sighting.
Wasn't Legacy saying this a while ago? That man gone. But come on, let's just be real. It's easy to say that's Jamie Foxx on a yacht with. Hell, we got impersonators that pretend to be Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley, and if you're looking at them from a distance, they look like them. So let's not give none of that right there. No relevance, no props, because one, we don't know for sure if that's Jamie. For two, Jamie ass is considered blind and paralyzed. So that ain't Fox on no goddamn boat. Getting these goddamn people all these fake props. Oh, hey, Jamie. That's not Jamie.
Well, we will continue to follow the story and bring back any updates that we get them as they come available. How about that?
How about that?
I think he should have did a song. He should have.
Yeah,
serenaded.
That
said,
pull over
Jamie can
something.
Go. Right.
Anybody can wave. Oh, remember when we talked about the dude that got hurt in the NFL game? Months ago, we showed a video about the guy that played for the Buffalo Bills, who we were talking about how the COVID shot affected him. He died on the field, and then they came and told me he walked into the football stadium a few months after that, right before the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And I don't hear nobody talking about him out there at the NFL right now, talking about he had practice or doing none of that. Because he's supposed to be okay. He's supposed to be fine. Nobody came out and said, oh, he retired due to the injury. Nobody's come out and said that the man out playing football right now. Nobody says he's training, he's conditioning. Where is the dude?
So maybe we have to do some research on that. And we'll bring
and bring it to the light.
That's interesting.
Juicy Cakes, I need to see you on the screen because you came in here to raise hell when I said what I said. So you need to be on the screen.
I'm working.
Okay. Do your thing, Mom. I'm messing with you.
But I'm here.
I know.
Leonki had conditioning. And he came in and told my mom, so I need you to warn me and get me feeling right. So
get him right then. Get him right.
And then I'll be on camera.
Okay, Mama.
Okay.
Pastor June Murder Mysteries by Reverend Lee M. Sapp, Christian fiction for grown folks. The novel series revolves around the day-to-day life of June Harris, pastor of St. Mark Church and former homicide detective. The series exposes the realistic joys and challenges of her life as a pastor and her relationships with family, friends, and community, and how they all intertwine with her gift for solving murder mysteries. Ministry is what she loves. Solving murder is what she does.
Definitely go out there and grab yourself a copy of a book, the two-part series book by Reverend Reverend Sapp. She is no stranger to this show, to this platform. She's our friend. She's like family. You know, she frequents the show, so definitely go out and support her. So again, Black excellence.
All the time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I'm back.
Again, if you go back and watch our last show, this is the thumbnail of the show, but that wasn't the topic. The young lady was unable to attend, but this is the thumbnail of our last show. Go back and watch our last show. It was quite interesting. So, and don't forget to click the thumbs up, the like button. We appreciate it so much. Let's see what else I have here. Blueface is getting backlash. Blueface, everybody knows, the rapper. In case you don't know, Blueface recently said some things that was out of pocket to his son. I think his son is what, 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old. But I think I have a video clip here. Check this out.
Casual day. Casual day with Jay Nasty. Son, come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips and Slim Jims and shit. You ain't gay, is you? Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young.
His booty cheeks out here, and you in here looking for Slim Jims and chips. Are you gay?
Let me tell you, that man, that's not surprising. The way he talked to the mother of his child, and she sits there and just look like a straight clown, it is not surprising. But his ass will be up under somebody's jail in real fast time if that's what you're trying to impose on that kid at that young. I'm just saying. Abuse is abuse.
Yes. 4, 5, and 6. You introducing him to booty cheeks.
You better not say nothing crazy, Legacy McGreat.
Listen.
because on the flip note, if someone says that to the 4 and 5 year old daughter, girl, what you in looking for chips for? It's some dicks out here. We as parents
some Slim Jims.
We would have a problem with it.
Who would have a problem with it?
If somebody told Naya at 4 years old, girl, what you in here looking for some chips? There's some dicks out here.
Where was I when this was? Where was I when this was said?
No, he said hypothetically speaking, if that had happened
to a female child, we as adults would have had a problem with it.
Of course, you know how. Well, I mean, y'all be bonding me. Definitely. I will be bondable probably in about another 12. But cause I mean I ain't condoning that. I ain't condoning none of that cat do and say. I mean, he I mean, come on, who I just don't understand who put or who talked to their kids at that age about gay or lesbian or straight. Kids are kids until
or booty cheeks.
I mean, definitely. But if he in there minding his business, getting some snacks, that ain't got a goddamn thing. And none of them women ain't out there for him. So I don't understand why he need to be interested in cakes. I don't. I mean, we talk about it all the time, like how we talked about John Morant, and because he got money. And when you are the person who makes the money in the house, nobody checks you.
They go on the show.
Nobody checks you.
I don't want it.
But it looked like he was recording and videoing himself. So his dumb ass posted it himself.
Right.
Because he thought that what he was doing was being a man and being manly and teaching his son how to be a man. That ain't have a goddamn thing to do with being a man. And how is you a rapper and supposed to be making more and got money, but Tayama house bigger than his?
Oh.
How you go throw me under the bus?
I mean, cake house seems to be bigger than his house. I don't understand. It's an average house, and you walk around here talking about you a rapper. I'm hoping you at somebody's house other than yours, because there's no reason you to be a rapper and you living like. I mean, let's just pull it back up again. Pull it back up.
Okay. Welcome to the show, Donovan.
Thank
DP,
you
what
so
it
much.
is?
Not
DP.
much, Legacy. How's it going, boss?
All right, my guy. How you doing?
We're gonna
I'm
show
doing great.
We're gonna show the video clip again that we're speaking about right now. Check this out.
Casual day. Casual day with Jay Nasty. Son, come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips and Slim Jims and shit. You ain't gay, is you? Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young.
Hold up. Did we just have a grown man asking a kid if he's gay?
Exactly.
His son.
And asking him why he's not out there watching the booty cheeks.
And prostituting his son to go get some women?
Booty cheeks.
Exactly.
Okay. Because that's prostitution.
Oh.
You know, Donovan, you know, being a man, I have, you know, talked to my boys, especially my boys, about stuff when they got a little older about women and things.
So,
but
have you talked to your boys or you talked to your teen?
My teens. I call my boys, my sons, my boys, but my teens.
Okay, gotcha.
But at 5, I wasn't even nowhere near thinking about talking to them about no woman and no vagina and ass and stuff like that. I don't know. But like I said to Tony them, I think the man thought he was doing a good service and trying to show people that this is how you make sure that your child isn't gay, and he end up embarrassing himself because he needs some help with knowing how to articulate to his child in a proper manner. This was a disgrace. Is he on Tayama other side of the family? You gotta be on Tayama.
Nah, can't be. Can't be.
I'm talking about that side.
He's on the Dwight Howard side of the family.
Oh,
to where he's gonna push this little boy to where this little boy turns into a predator to little girls his age because he don't understand what it is that he's processing at this young age.
Right.
Because you're trying to introduce him to sex and all the rest of this. His brain don't process it that way. So while Emily over there trying to play with baby dolls, he over there doing something gonna catch a whole record before he even old enough to know what a record is.
I agree, because when you pushing that, and I'm in a zone of being able to watch my dad at this young age grab ass cheeks and breast and stuff. My dad does it. Everybody around my dad that hangs out with him and the women allow this to go on, and my dad them do it all the time. it can't be wrong for me to do it to girls my age. And he's not understanding that those are consensual things, and him doing it to a child his age is an unwanted touching and an unwanted groping. So now he's in trouble, and he don't even understand why he's in trouble when I see my dad do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's what the White Howard son said. His first time ever seeing sex was at his dad's house. His dad would just play like porn on the TVs and stuff. And now his son is registered as a sex offender and he's not even an adult.
Mm.
So you got to be mindful of what you put on the kids. That's why I tell a lot of people that boyfriend and girlfriend stuff with your kids before they're mature enough. You adding that all in the equation with everything else that is stressful in their life, that ain't nothing but a melting pot.
Okay, and I do want
You
to
know,
add.
A melting pot for destruction.
Yeah,
I wanted to share a bit too.
I'm sorry. You see,
Go ahead,
No,
KK.
go ahead, Donovan.
Go,
I
Donovan.
was going to add this in as a black male, okay, and not to throw anything off you all. I want to put this in perspective because I do want to come back to several different things that are affecting the black community itself, okay? First of all, we are already a target, okay, for the system itself, okay? Whether it happened or if it does happen, or whether it happened or it didn't happen, okay? Putting situ Being put in situations like this causes more validation for them to pressure to put on more stricter charges. For example, most people don't understand the system is made to corrupt itself, okay? So you've got a black male that doesn't have, or any male, but let's just put it in a perspective, okay? Black males, and we're talking about black males, right now. You all,
Donovan, hold
Yeah.
on one second.
Yes.
Hold on one second, Donovan.
Underdeveloped minds are very sensitive. We have to be careful what we expose our little ones to.
that's true, and we expose our little ones to a lot of things in the music that the grown people are playing. We expose them to a lot of things through the things that grown people put on the screens, okay? Not just pornography, but movies that are talking about that. Movies that are introducing these small little topics in short 60 seconds, 30-second intervals, okay? They are introduced in guns, violence, small sex interactions on these movies, okay? That's causing these mindsets to change, even for us grown men that are supposed to be leaders to these young males and young boys and young females and yeah, young teens. Okay, I'm saying this because I'm actually traveling. You all, I'm in Georgia now. I was in Kentucky a couple days ago. I made it to Georgia. Um, I'm saying this, okay, to say all of this, okay. That young boy in the video that we just looked at, being, 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 I don't know, manipulated by his own father with some kind of adult conversation he can't understand, has already set his future up for failure. And I'll come back to the Howard. Did you all say Howard having a case on him already?
Not
As
Dwight Howard, Dwight Howard's son.
oh,
His son.
The White House
Yes.
son
At
has
the
a
age of 15,
okay.
something happened with him at 12. Then from the age of 13, they had him registered to where his mom or his dad was not allowed to leave him unsupervised around anyone's kids. Now, this young man is not 18 years old, but he's registered as a sex offender in California.
Wow, and well, and I don't want to talk bad about California, but California is pushing a lot of those things heavily. You've got doctors, you've got psychologists that are trying to make it um, actually make it legal that sex offenders or people with desires of being a pedophile,
Pedophilia.
pedophilia, they are pushing that's a pedophilia disorder,
But listen, Donovan, I was telling
which is
them
not right. Which is not right.
I was telling them last year, Donovan, there is a lobby group out right now
Mm-hmm.
that has been lobbying for the last 3 to 4 years
Mm-hmm.
to make pedophilia, to make it where it's not illegal, and because they're saying that this has been a natural desire of man, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going back in time where in the early 30s, 40s, 50s, it was okay for a man and a woman to be together at 12 and 11. And even if an older man desired a younger girl, or you know how it is today, that it wasn't illegal then. So why is it illegal now? And that's what we're going to, what Donovan is talking about, is there are people who are lobbying to
Mm-hmm.
make pedophilia legal.
Mm-hmm. And they're putting all on us to make it. They're setting the narrative with us with black. Okay, we're going to create an example out of them so we can put them on the forefront. But you've got a lot of that happening already within communities outside of us. Okay, let's just talk about Jeffrey Einstein, or Epstein, or whatever.
Well,
Mm,
before we go
Epstein.
over there, I want to chime in
Okay,
because
yes, sis.
I think that it's part of the agenda,
It
and
is.
y'all are recognizing this brother as a young man, but he's a puppet, and what he's doing is doing exactly what he's paid and hired to do, which is mislead children and the masses that are watching and following into doing things that is detrimental to the well-being and the upbringing of our people, our children. So
And to say, to piggyback on you, Juicy, he posted this to social media.
yeah,
So should that mean
but
that
for it to
the
be known,
hold on, okay? But what I'm saying is, I'm agreeing with you and Donovan, because if it wasn't part of the agenda, DCF should already been to his house.
Oh yeah.
right?
Amen.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, and this is the lesson to show DCF hasn't been. If we make loud about it, see, they put out these little test feeds, I feel, to see
Can
how they're
someone
going to get a
can someone
response
mute their
from
mic?
people.
We can't hear.
They put out these little test fields to see how people are going to respond and react to the things that they're presenting. And so if more people respond and react in an uproar like, oh, no, 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 then they may pursue and act as if something that he did was wrong. But if it only goes for a little bit and a little while, then that lets them know, oh, they're accepting our agenda. We can start pushing this on them and start pushing this on them.
And they have.
And yeah,
They have. And unfortunately, they want it to be black.
well, the black community is the last one to accept it. That it's
Okay.
already been accepted in other countries. It's already been passed that sex education should start at home, and fondling is part of sex education. And so,
That is what Juice is saying. That also is correct, because that was a part of with that gentleman that I was telling y'all about, that was trying to pass that law about pedophilia, and that his attachment was, we once upon a time frowned upon homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
We demonized it. We did all of these things, and then all of a sudden it became acceptable.
Mm.
So you got to understand, for homosexuality to become, the rainbow that it is now, to where it is definitely um being more accepted across the world openly. At one time it was demonized. But if that train went and got through, let me attach my caboose to and my agenda to that rail, and we're gonna try to get that through as well. It may not happen in our lifetime, may not, to where it is looked upon as, okay, well, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but it's coming. It's coming. Because I mean, we have to look at it from this standpoint. Elvis Presley married his wife while she was not even, she wasn't even yet 17 or 18 when he married her.
I believe it's going to be in our lifetime and very soon, because it's too many people coming to the surface of, like what you just said, who these famous people who are like idols and icons and have gotten away with it. And in order to not go back like they did with Bill Cosby and what they're trying to do with Michael Jackson, they gotta okay it, and then they will pardon all previous acts.
Oh yeah.
Then the argument we're going to have to come to them is with, if you pardon all previous acts of that, you need to pardon the ones of marijuana.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing about it, and then also I believe that they need to really. We have a system. Let's go back to the Central Five, okay? The goal is to get as many men feminized in this world, okay? And they're starting them young, okay? Let's lock them up, throw away the key, and they can fight for their lives by trying to hire a lawyer or attorney in their city that's working with the prosecuting attorney, that's working with the judges, that will get them still the same charges as if they were not with a lawyer, okay? So now we have a still same system that is broken, because really you're fighting against yourself. You're hiring people that's against self still to win a case that you're never going to win, even with this topic that we're talking about, okay? The 15-year-old, 13-year-old, he's not even 18, and now he's a sex offender for life or 14-year sentence or so. That should not be happening in our society, first of all. Okay, that should not be happening in our society. I don't care what people say, okay? They call them violent offenders. No, that means if someone under the age of 18 is having problems like this, they need help. And how do we find them help? There's someone in the whole United States that can help these kind of kids that are going through these kind of situations that requires extra attention. Okay. There's also something that parents can do. We in the Black community, we have been so diverse, and we've done gotten out of our training and out of our culture and out of our traditions of our ancestors, that it's so hard to get back to one structure and one mindset. So when people are posting fighting videos, when people are posting little kids shaking their butts, okay, and some grown people are participating, some are not. When it comes to just different things, okay, it's being produced in our music, in right in front of our eyes, okay. The problem is what I'm saying. When it comes to things like that, we need to address them and not entertain it, because we have entertained it. We have entertained a lot of demonic influences and demonic devils and spirits, that it has hurt our community to come together, and it has confused our community, and it's done basically drawn more spirits and demonic influences into our community, that has destroyed a race itself on what we should think and what we should be and who we are as a strong nation, as a strong people. And so now we have all of these ideals and we're the only race that picks up all these ideals from every other race and combine them into our identity. And that's not true. They have tried to put everything with our identity, because they know we are the only race that they never been able to control, that never had a standard of actual identification, um, coding on it. Okay, when we say white people, we all know what white people can do and cannot do. When we say Latinos, we all know what Latinos do and cannot do. Okay. When we say Marshallese, when we say Haitians, when we say Africans, when we say, when we say these different cultures, we know what they can and cannot do. When you say black, they know it's so hard to even define us because they don't know us. They'll never know us. So guess what? They rather throw away the key than to actually get to learn who we are. But we don't actually allow people to know us. So we have all these different ideals and creations from other different races that has been connected to our identity, but not part of our culture. And so we need to get back to our culture, our identity, and actually define the real black. The real black is not orange.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna say this before we
Okay,
move
so
forward,
listen,
Don.
wait 1 minute.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jay.
I was sending Tony some stuff. Do you know the Dwight Howard baby mom got arrested because she left her son unattended with her boyfriend's child? I sent it to Tony's phone. So y'all might be right. The White Howard son, the mom left her child unattended with her new boyfriend kids, and she got arrested, they say, for child neglect and child endangerment. Tony, I sent it to your phone.
Well, I mean, but that's
Because
the
she
thing.
know the character of her child. She know what they do in front of him and the nature that he was raised in.
Yeah,
And then
we gotta do this as a show.
with proof of showing like how this gentleman just aired on YouTube, and if anything happened, that right there warrants evidence, no questions asked. This is what you taught him. So why would he not
Mm.
do it? And this is a thing that you see constantly and all the time.
So if your child is registered as a sex offender and you lead them around somebody's child, you go to jail automatically.
Because you have now, you
That's a lot
been
of responsibility.
So you
right.
have to look at it this way: the sex offender is a child. You're still his guardian or her guardian. So
Right.
you're still in the legal until they are of legal age. You are still responsible for their actions and what they do. And if you know that they're a
Mm-mm.
sex offender, they can't be around children. It is your job to make sure they're not around children.
That's
And the
crazy.
question is this: how did anyone know to call the police on her that what I'm saying that brought the police into that situation anyway?
Well, what the
Let
charges
me
she
tell you,
just said something happened to the child.
I'm reading the story now. I'm reading the story now. It says Loving Hip Hop, Royce Reeds was arrested like for child neglect and child endangerment for leaving her son with her boyfriend's kids. So how they know that?
They must be
Because the
recording it
baby
on Love
did
and Hip
something.
Hop.
I think the baby might have tried to do something. Somebody
Almost
said something.
before we move on, I want to say this, Tony, about something that Donovan said right quick.
Hmm.
The
Mhm.
reason and I hear people, me and Juicy used to bump heads about this a lot because about certain situations, and we used to bump heads because Cake would be like, well, we need to, well, we ought to. And the thing is, Donovan, all of that is true. We should stand up. But when you don't control, I guarantee there are people who are lobbying saying, no, 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 we don't want this, we don't want this. But the media is ran by those people. The newspaper is ran by those people. Television is ran by those people. So when you have those people controlling the narrative and what people can see, what people can read, what people can hear, then you control the masses. Because the reason why at one time, the reason why it was okay for people to record and do all certain things on social media, it was because, especially like police killings and things, where police were killing people on why people videoing is because they were trying to. The boyfriend, baby mama might have called. They post everything on social media. I don't know, Tell, but when you control that stuff, well, what I was going to get to is before I read Chantel's quote, is people tend to don't understand that people allow certain things, like Juicy was saying, is to numb us or to numb people to certain things. So when it happens, after a while, it becomes numbing. Police killed another man in the street. Okay, they ain't gonna do nothing. So now it becomes rampant, and they do it at an alarming rate, to where now when we see it on TV, it don't bother us. That's just normal, like watching a damn dog attack a cat. That's normal because we know that happens. So it's just numbing, and it's hard to fight an enemy that you can't see. It's hard to fight enemies that are already in power, to where anything they want to get passed, anything they want to get accepted, they can do it because they work as a unit. We are the only race that do not know how to run, walk, talk, sleep, eat, breathe, think as a unit, because we are so intrigued with trinkets and shit from stores and shopping malls and $2,000 purses, red bottom heels, ain't got a window to piss, ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. This is why social media was created, to distract you so that you cannot come together. Now, what we're doing is on social media, but the platform that we're using it for, the reason we're using it is to educate, is to have a little fun, is to educate. And guaranteed, if Juicy Tayama was on this motherfucker opening pussy lips, ass jiggling, we'll have 900,000 viewers tonight. But because guess what? That's what they are conditioned to see. That is what they can. I'm just telling the truth, Kate. We'll have a sellout show tonight.
Justice say what? Tayama.
Justin, my man, not your mama, Tayama, the Tayama that's on this show. But
y'all trying to kill
we can talk about this topic all day. So let's go ahead and move on, cause
hold on, and I just want to add to this before we move on. On the flip side, there was another video I was trying to find. It was on Instagram. There was an adult party, and of course, there was an adult, like a barbecue party outside, and so it was like a barbecue setting, by the pool, and this mother had her 2-year-old son sitting on a chair, 2, maybe 3 years old, sitting on the chair. So this woman, while drinking her beer or whatever, she decides to twerk and put her ass in front of the baby's face, the little boy's face. And everybody's sitting there watching. Oh, girl, look at him, child. He mesmerized at that ass and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Again, he's 2, maybe 3 years old. No teeth, drooling, but she just bouncing that ass in the little boy's face at this barbecue. And it was acceptable. It was okay. Now, again, flip the narrative. Had Junebug fresh out of prison
throw that dick.
Was throwing that dick in her girl face, and dick bouncing and everything, and it's Speedo and how to stay up. y'all have been calling DCF.
I mean, it's just certain things. I agree, Tony, and I'm pretty sure everybody on here agree. But we all done been somewhere.
Because I think I've been places that somebody walked up and did that in front of my child face. you're gonna need some Bama.
But
That's
Kate,
it's inappropriate.
it's very inappropriate. But what we're saying is, if it was on mainstream media the same way, by being a woman, nobody is griping and bitching about it. But if it was a
Oh man, I
dude,
hear what you're saying with that. Okay.
DCF would have wanted to talk to the mama and get the little girl some therapy. And Junebug would have been a registered sex offender.
Mm-hmm.
I
Cause you ain't
also
got,
think
cause
it also has to do with it's a celebrity, and so it's being like you were just speaking to how the media is. It's being used and promoted for the agenda for the reason. Whereas these other people may not have been. They just people who did it. They could have went viral, but they went viral in their world. They ain't viral in the world.
right.
Shade.
This is why I say, please watch the ATL. We will educate you. Hoes.
Nutrition is the key to a healthy, strong body. Therefore, we need to take control of our health. My passion comes from my adversities, and now I'm empowering people to gain control of their health by introducing healthy snacks for life, which is filled with non-toxic high-quality substances derived from nature. It was designed to stop the human consumption of eating unnatural sugars, so they can maintain a healthy lifestyle while snacking. Healthy Snacks for Life is diabetic-friendly, filled with vitamins, minerals, beta-carotene, proteins, fats, and more. It's a balanced alkaline mix that's crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. It's also affordable, combined with nutritional factors that our bodies needs. So do it for yourselves, do it for your children and families, and do it for others. Try Healthy Snacks for Life. Today, you will not regret it.
And moving right along, I just want to show two pictures real quick before I get to the next main subject. But with this picture here, I'm going to show is it just kind of put me in the mind of, I don't know if y'all remember the El DeBarge family back in the day when they first came out. That the DeBarges, they all looked alike, they all looked similar, and it was just so they were just so what's the word?
Cute, debonair.
I guess that's. But the fact that they were so strikingly, like you said, beautiful, and then like I said, they all look alike. I just found this picture just as I was scrolling, as Donovan was speaking earlier, and I was just so amazed at how much this family all look so much alike. Check this out.
Yes, Omarion and his brother.
Omarion and his brother. I was like, damn, they could be triplets.
Well,
You
where's
know,
Marcus Houston? Because he's Marcus Houston is his brother too. Then
I don't think he's his biological brother, is he?
yes.
And what does this correlate
No, that's
to?
not their biological brother.
We just admiring the beauty.
Oh, okay.
It's eye candy. That's it. It's just a
Oh,
little
okay.
candy store time.
Oh, I
Not for
totally
everyone,
understand.
but just for those that find it
Well,
candy.
light skins are
Just
not the
like
only one.
candy. No,
They
there's
are
the
over
orange.
the
There's the
age of
orange.
18, so you're free to rival or dazzle.
And then here's another picture. These photos are 18 years apart, yet they still look like the same exact. Usher has not aged at all.
Usher out here making people break up with their boyfriends and all. Kiki Palmer.
Wait,
Usher
did
out
she
here
break
doing
up
the
with her
thing,
boyfriend?
child.
I
Yeah, she
don't know
dumped
if
him.
Usher had anything to do with
Can,
that one.
can we wait till we get to the topic? Y'all just skipping topics.
Listen. Usher out here doing his thing. Do you got the video with Usher and Taraji P. Henson?
Well, speaking of
Daddy doing
Usher,
his thing.
speaking of Usher, okay, P
Mm-hmm.
Diddy should be really, really in trouble. Okay, but mainstream won't allow him to be in trouble. Since we're talking about boys to men, and boys training
In men.
the men. Men training the boys how to conduct themselves. P Diddy was conducting himself foul with Usher. Okay, I'm still so glad Usher kept his composure. Okay, but mainstream media will not say all of everything. Okay, mainstream media will only paint pictures that they want to. Okay, I'm sorry I'm throwing this out there, you all. Allegedly, okay. Well, maybe I should. Okay, so allegedly, okay. Okay. I got you, Tony. Okay,
We
all
got
right.
you covered. We got you covered. Just keep
Thank
on
you.
going.
So
Let it,
no
let it, let it
lawsuits, no
flow.
defamation, no.
Nope.
Okay,
It's
and
already
okay. So
covered.
defamation and okay. That's allegedly. I get it. So I'm correcting myself. Stand by corrected. I'm correcting my conversation. And for those who heard me say that, I don't mind you all going after Donovan Phipps and DP Productions. Okay, we've got $1 million to $2 million um, policy that you can try to
No,
go after.
rebuke,
All right.
because we
So
allegedly already got you covered. Ain't nobody
thank you.
going after nothing.
So
What
And it's
we do
already out
here,
there in mainstream media.
what
yep. You
it's
just talking about what you saw.
what
What
I
you heard.
heard and what was stated from the artists themselves and the people that are involved in that conversation. I am not
Yep.
involved at all, and my business is not involved. But you can put my business involved because we will fight. Yeah, we will fight. Okay, but to make a long story short, okay, I will not throw that out there because that's not fake news. That's just alleged news. So, all right, I'll leave that alone.
The story at hand is I don't have the video, unfortunately. It was of Kiki Palmer and her boyfriend Darius Daulton. What happened was Kiki attended the Usher concert in Vegas, where as many people are doing so because Usher has a show that
Large following.
a large following, and a show that he's doing in Vegas for the next couple of months. But every show he sings a serenade of a female, and it's like a grown and sexy show, and he's known to be a grown and sexy show. So of course everybody that's there is grown, and they tend to dress sexy. So I'm painting the narrative. So like I said, so every show he serenades a woman, and of course if he's doing 100 shows serenading 100 women, it can't mean nothing because he ain't going to bed with 100 women. It's just part of the show. It's part of the act. This is again just my opinion. So nevertheless, Kiki Palmer, she attended the show. She and some friends, and she was wearing a sexy outfit. And the bottom part of her outfit, the pants part or the dress skirt part of it was sheer, was net black netting, so you could see through it. The top part was like a bodysuit, so you saw through the bottom part. You saw ass cheeks, left cheek, right cheek, everything. Um, and Mama is proud of her new body because she said since her baby, she has never really had much of a figure or much of a shape. So the baby gave her that
It's
new look or that new shape.
and and so is he.
Um, and at the same token, so her boyfriend went on Twitter. Boyfriend slash baby daddy went on
Before
Twitter.
we go into that, Tony, show the video.
I don't have the video. I said that first. I said that.
Oh,
Yeah. So her boyfriend went on Twitter and posted, "It's the outfit. You're a mom." So so
It's on
so he
your messenger. I sent it to messenger.
so he didn't have a problem with her going to the video. I mean, going to the show or even being serenaded. He just had a problem with the outfit. He said because you are now a mom. You shouldn't be dressed like that. Was where he had the issue at. When he just posted a month prior of a picture of her with just panties on, showing her, well, not a month, but right before she had the baby, of her butt naked with just panties on, showing her belly, her pregnancy. That's one picture he posted on his Instagram and his Twitter, and then he also posted another picture of her with some trying on some tight pants, some leggings, and twerking in the room. Um,
With
Something
who?
happened.
With who?
Huh?
Twerking in front with who?
Hold
It
on.
was
It don't matter
it
if
was
you
him and
got a
her, but
problem with the world seeing her
he
dressed
posted it for
like
the
that,
world
then
to
why you
see.
post it for the world
He
to
posted
see?
it for the world to see. On his Twitter, his Instagram, or whatever, he posted both of those images of Kiki, one of her twerking, trying on his outfit, and of one of her butt naked with just panties on, showing her pregnant belly. So about motherhood. So he posted those two pictures and didn't have an issue, but because now she's covered in lace and sheer and serenading, which is what I call getting your celebrity on. Now all of a sudden he has an issue and he wants to. And not only that, there's rumors out that he's cheating, which I sent all of y'all the video to look at prior to this show.
It
So
doesn't matter.
So let me see if I can pull up this video in Messenger.
This is one topic today y'all will not get. I'm gonna be the legacy of the old of new that I was, because this right here, this is bullshit, and the narrative that you're bringing to the table today is bullshit too, Tony.
That's your
You know,
opinion. Opinions are like assholes. We all have them.
Yep.
I would have shined a different narrative, but it still would have had involved the same of what Tony is saying. All aspects is petty, and he, you can't. It's like, how you gonna sit here and do one thing and then get upset when she lives her life and does what she does? He was in someone's inbox trying to talk to them. So
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
so if his intent is already of dishonesty, his expectation should not be he's going to be given the greater. You're going to be given exactly what you're trying to
But
have.
yeah, and and I just want
Put
to add in.
make sure you put allegedly up there when you talk about it.
So this is the outfit that she had on.
Can you full screen that?
Let me see. Hold on.
Now, the outfit was a like, whoa, okay, Kiki, when I saw it. And I do understand that Usher does all that. I thought if he had something to say, it should have been about how, look how Usher looking at her, how up close they were to each other. He
Exactly.
ain't say nothing about that.
My,
He talking about
Kate,
what she wearing. And so to
Kate,
me, that's where it's like, if you posting a picture of her showing her breasts in the panties, this, she's covered. She ain't showing her breast. She got her ass out, but she already comfortable with her ass out because you made her comfortable with her ass out. You also gave her permission to dress this way by already exposing her to the world like that. So
I agree
sit
with you with
down.
that. I agree with you with that, Juicy, all the way. But
But
my argument is, oh shit,
go ahead.
I ain't got much to say on this topic.
Oh,
okay, well, the little that you have to say it.
Why? I'm not gonna start an argument for y'all to sit up here and then try. You've already done demoralized the whole topic with how you poison the fruit.
We grown. We grown. We got a
Well, I'm
conversation.
letting you know now. This summer, y'all gonna be real hot. Cause baby, I leave in a week, and I'm gonna have a hot girl summer. Justin gonna be fading all over the place. Tyson ain't gonna be giving a damn because he gonna be running up ahead.
Well,
Her
I'll say
outfit is very cute because she's very grown and she make her own damn decisions. Period.
if she was mine and I was hers, I'm so glad she's single. Okay,
Exactly.
I wouldn't want her doing that. As
Exactly.
I'm
as
so
well
glad you
as
cleaned that up. You would not want her to. That whole
okay.
I would not allow.
Right. But at the same
But
All
time,
right.
let's not
she
smear.
left
Let's not
she
smear.
left
Vice
the house. She got
vice
dressed and
No,
went
versa.
but
home.
in so many words, what he's saying is what dude said. He said his wife. You ain't never even proposed to her. So why is you giving me a title that you didn't even give to me? Don't be
And the
claiming
thing
titles
about it,
that you
But
haven't
that's what
confirmed.
Donovan
She
said. If
then
I
she
was
shouldn't have been
hers
letting
and
him
she
nut
was
off in
mine.
her then like she was his wife.
or let me
Let me
throw
tell
this in there.
you.
Let me throw this in there, okay? You all real quick. If I was hers and if she was mine, the word is called committed, okay? That means we would be together, committed, married, okay? That would not be happening because see,
Period.
the goodies belongs to your committed relationship, okay? And that is across the lines of being goodies, okay? That's public. That's a public display of affection for anyone out there, okay?
But Donovan,
Vice versa. Hold up. I'm gonna say this real quick before you say anything, Legacy. Vice versa. I would not I would not disrespect the woman I love and stoop so far down that would ruin our relationship by going in the inbox, if this is the case, going in the inbox and breaking a trust level with the woman I love and talking to another woman that I don't even know and she's a stranger to the woman I actually say I love. So it's a balance between all of that.
I
Okay?
have two brief comments. One, if he felt that Usher serenaded her, made her moist and hot and bothered and he roused, he should have took advantage of that. And when we got home, he should have fucked her brains out.
that
Let me
Oh
finish.
goodness. No. No,
Because
Tony.
if
No,
so
Tony.
if Usher aroused her, take advantage of it when she get home, and send Usher a
No,
thank you
Tony.
call.
No, Tony.
Okay, that's my opinion.
what?
Second,
But what's your other one? Cause what's the
my
other one?
my other thought is if you had an issue with what she was wearing or something that went on at the concert, why post it on Twitter? Y'all live together. She'll be home in a minute, so talk to her when she get home.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But we live in a
He was trying
world. We live in a world where people post their problems and situations on social media.
on
This
social
is the
media.
this is the new way of getting. Let's say, for instance, Tony, me and you don't like what each other's saying, but we want to get somebody
Back at
else's
each other.
opinion in the matter because I can't hear what you say and you can't hear me. There definitely was a conversation, but because he couldn't get her to see his thoughts or hear him, this was his way of getting,
Back.
yeah, he right. And then her way of saying, well, women will come in and saying, oh, wasn't nothing wrong with what she do. So it's a split. And that's exactly what it did to the relationship.
It's
Split.
split. And that's why you don't get the public eye involved in your
Well,
relationship.
no,
You work that
the
stuff
outfit
out.
or the Usher situation didn't cause a split. It was him sliding other women's DMs.
Where is the allegedly? Because you don't know that.
No, Kiki, it was posted.
But why did this
It
come up after?
listen, it was posted. It was
Why
posted
did
with
all of that
screenshots,
come up? Why did
legacy.
all of this come up after he did that? If the man allegedly was already cheating, why Kiki didn't have all this already out in the first
Out
place?
there.
Let's
Yeah.
Person,
be clear. Let's be
We
clear.
can't be
Kiki
clear
Palmer has
about nothing
always
because
been
it's
private.
allegedly.
She has
so
always been
wait,
private.
she
That
said,
lady ain't
Well,
been
why
private
you
for the
put that
last 4
out
years.
there
For the
then?
last 4 years, that lady been on social media talking about being sexually harassed by Trey Songz and other topics. She has not been private.
Let's be clear. She
Being
was
sexually
not the one that came out on that.
Let's talk about being rest. Let's not talk about relationships.
It hasn't, but you're not. We're not
Kiki
going to say that
Palmer
this
has
woman has been private
always
because
been
that is a
private.
private matter too.
Okay, so Legacy, go pick up
She
something
has
to
not
where you knew
uploaded.
who Kiki Palmer has
I know who
dated.
she is. I
What
followed the
was her
young lady
move?
all her life.
Okay, well, you didn't follow that one.
I didn't follow because one,
That lady has
we as
always
grown,
been private. Nobody
we as
knew how Kiki Palmer
and as of the
moved.
last 4 years, she has been on plenty
Only thing you
podcasts.
know her from about Trey Songz
No, I
violate her.
don't. She's
She
talking
got a
about
video to bike it
I
up.
did.
That's dumb.
the lady
It is a
has
video to
not
bike
been
up what
private.
she's saying. So that makes no
All I'm
sense.
saying on this is we're going by alleged text message.
Okay,
Nobody
let's be
on here.
clear. Let's say if she already knew that before, so that was the cause of that outfit.
So now we're
She
saying,
didn't, but listen, she wasn't the one that put it out. It was the girl that he texted that put it
that
out
may be,
there.
but what I'm saying, anybody can fabricate stuff. I can go and text and put stuff in somebody's, if I can do all of that shit.
So you gonna scream it wasn't you, even though they got receipts.
But that ain't a receipt. That's somebody saying something.
Legacy
Okay,
wasn't one
Shaggy.
several.
It wasn't just one. What are
Yeah,
you
what is
talking about?
this has been an ongoing situation.
You know, even more than that, he had gotten a girl pregnant, and 3 weeks after he forced her to have an abortion, he came out.
Can't force nobody to have an abortion. That's your
Okay.
body, remember?
3 weeks. He paid for the
Oh
abortion.
my
Because she
God.
wanted to have it, remember?
Right. So let's go with he paid for it. He is dating Kiki Palmer. So they were saying that he wasn't like in the relationship for her, that it wasn't that type of a relationship. So I don't see his commitment to sitting here having a hissy fit about an outfit. That ain't what disrespected him. Like I said, if you like, to me, that's some whole shit right there. You hating on how good she looked because
God,
she clearly, if he gonna say anything as a man, the connection of even if it's Usher, everybody know Usher gonna serenade, everybody know Usher gonna do just like Tony said. However,
no touching should have went on.
She didn't have to
No
get
touching
up.
went on.
That man put his, go watch the video. That man put his whole arm around her body.
He did. And
He put his arm around her body. He held her hand.
He could have sung in front
He
of her.
put his arm around her body.
Even with the arm around her body, he still didn't touch her
It's
inappropriately.
a violation. You can't go and touch another man's woman. What's wrong with you?
But that's what I'm saying. If it felt like
she ain't nobody's woman because she ain't married.
Now she's not.
She never was. She wasn't married.
Well, I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
Her name is Kiki Palmer.
Her name is Kiki Palmer, and I just let niggas nut in me, and I have men babies then.
Shit, my name is Tayama Harris, and I let niggas. I let a nigga nut at me, and I had a baby. Listen, let's be clear.
But how many
woman was able to move the way she moved, and guess what? She looked good doing it. If it was Gabrielle Union that would have had on that dress, we would have been having a whole nother different conversation.
Why would we be having another different conversation?
Because from the bike, Gabrielle Booty has left. Kiki Palmer was looking right from every angle.
When Gabrielle steps out
leave it alone.
Stuff like that, guess what Gabrielle is doing? Most of the time when Gabrielle is out like that, she's out with her dude.
Tony, can you put up that picture of Gabrielle Union, Taraji P. Henson, when they just did this last event? It was ass out, titties out. Let that motherfucking girl live.
But guess who
Me?
Gabrielle does that because Dwayne Wade is okay with his woman doing that.
But I said that too. If he had a problem with her,
and that's what I'm saying. He is nothing but a baby daddy. You're a baby daddy. Shut your ass up if you're not talking about the baby. End of discussion.
They must not even live together. He didn't even see her get dressed.
Yeah, that's my thing, Cake. That's my thing, Cake. I'm like, you didn't see her leave the house.
That wasn't the problem. He was trying to pull her whole card and call her out, talking about thinking that someone was gonna write because he already knew he already knew it was going
Let
down.
me tell you, he was in his feelings with that Usher.
Yes. You know Usher could get it. Look, he ain't aged at all. He saw it in her eye. Give him 3 months.
He said, now crying.
Usher got it that night.
Hey.
Child, she better remember that herpes room. Just saying. I'm just saying.
We gonna
Hey,
put allegedly
Wait,
up now,
no,
huh?
that's the wrong one.
no, we're not putting no allegedly. We're not putting allegedly. They paid 2 women. They paid 2 women and 1 man off on that case. So alleged my ass. You wake up
I
with them bumps in the morning. You
remember
better
when
go
they
get
talked
you some
about it. I told
pills.
Tony about it today.
Huh.
This been out over for some years now that he's herpes simplex 2.
Alleged my ass. You fine as fuck, but I'm gonna watch you from over there. Thank you kindly. I don't even want backstage passes. Now, Alicia Keys, when I get up there this month and I'm backstage with you, Alicia Keys, we can forget about Swiss Beats. Okay? Okay. So, you heard it here on the ATL show. Y'all tell me why I'm getting jacked up by the back of my shirt. Hey! I'm just saying. Allegedly. Tony, I'm dead serious. That was the first thing I was thinking. I said, darn, he's so fine, but ooh, bitch, herpes. Run the other way, go the other way.
You gotta wear like 5 condoms.
What? I'm not even finna do that. I'm gonna take you on your word, bro. It just not our time or never be our season. Your consequences mess it up for you to get some good cooch. Your bad. I'm
But
just not that girl.
I personally, this is just my opinion. I felt that the dude, what's his name, the boyfriend, Kiki boyfriend, was with her for clout, for a come up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he was supposedly a fitness trainer that nobody never heard of, and that was it. That's all he had going for himself. So he definitely wasn't a celebrity or one that would be on the red carpet or anything like that. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with a celebrity dating a common everyday person. You know, who's to say, you know, who you love or how you love or, you know, whatever, because it does happen. But my thing is, because of the fact that you're not in the industry, you're going to see things a little differently, or you may not understand certain things that go on in the industry, and every little thing is gonna bother you. Whereas, for example, if let's say Will and Jada, for example, both are in the industry, so they understand. You know, if you're gonna be in Switzerland for 2 months filming, well, that's 60 days. I'm not gonna be with you. And they know that's how, you know, it works. And then when I come back, you might be in 4 weeks in Montreal. You know, whereas a person that's not in the industry may have an issue with that, like, oh, we're not spending enough time, and oh, bitch, this is how the bills are paid.
I want to say something. I remember maybe about 2 months back, we did a show when Chase the Rapper was out of town, Jamaica, Bahamas, or somewhere, and he was dancing with women in Jamaica or Bahamas, wherever he was at this event. And the woman was all in his face, shaking her ass and stuff. And the women went crazy. Huh? It don't hand on ass, he's just dancing. He ain't took the woman to his room, he ain't put his dick in her. Because Usher had his hand around Kiki. Usher had his hand around Kiki waist right there by her ass. So hold on, Cake. Hold on. The woman women went crazy talking about how this man disrespected his wife, who knew he was going there to have a good time, because like you said, Tony, his wife had to go somewhere else to do some other type of work because she was working too. So she didn't stop him or have a hissy fit about him going without her. We saw how people were bashing this man for going there and having women
Wow.
dance and shake their ass in his face. And everybody, all these women were bashing him. But I'm watching these same women hooray for Kiki, and all she did was went on stage damn near half naked with her ass out. And everybody glorified that, oh, you just had a baby, you still look marvelous. If you're not, now I'm gonna say this: if she considers herself to be a single individual, and maybe she told him before she left, hey, we not together, I ain't doing this no more. You done cheated, I see the stuff, I'm done. And she was on her fuck 'em girl mode. We don't know that wasn't said, and we don't know that it was said. Come on, say it is all a show. Right. So I'm saying this: we don't know if she told him they wasn't together or not, and he just trying to get
And
some
that, my
You gotta
friends,
views.
are
push it
the
close.
entertainment industry. We don't know. It's all entertainment.
So
Push
that's what
it
I'm
to.
saying.
Well, for it, like you say, it all turns out to be, because that was one of the things that they said
It's a lot.
that he did this, and it backfired on him, because what she did was she flipped the script, and she did a video
Push it hard to the door.
and is capping
You're
off.
supposed to hold it to the door,
Mute
girl.
say. Go ahead, Juicy.
So everyone saying that she did a video. I haven't seen the video yet, but
I did.
she did a video. I saw part of it, and she was dancing to a song. Then I don't my attention span for some things. It's just not that long. But I went on and cut it off. But from what I was hearing, lyrics to the song and everything was like this back to him, and hers was cuter than his. You
She
know,
did a
Yes,
video,
she
Kate.
said if you wanna act up, I'ma link up. Ah, I like that one.
I mean, it's like I say, it's always a double standard
no,
when
and
it is
double
it is
me
because
because
what I would like to do, Tony, is let's go back and find the video of Chase the Rapper where we talked about where he talked about and let's see that reactions of if I don't know if Teama was in it that day, but I definitely know me and Juicy was in it.
but my reaction
And
is the same.
just period. We just to hear how people just the comments and stuff that people not on the show, but what they were talking about, how people were feeling like he disrespected his wife. Regardless, like Donovan said, regardless of what,
I
if you are
sent
in
I
a
sent something to Tony. Post the last post on Messenger. That's what
regardless of
Legacy talking about now.
regardless of what, if at that moment before she said, because she made a video singing a song that I sent to Tony that she posted the next day about Let It Burn. She was singing the Usher song Let It Burn. And like Donovan said, regardless of what, at that moment, and like I said, we do not know if she told him that the relationship was over, and that's maybe why she went out and felt like she can dress and do how she felt. She may have told him that, but we don't know. But by the world not knowing, and all the world knew at that moment was they was in a relationship, what she did,
And
and
actually,
go ahead, KK.
reality, they live a different life. Any advice would be to the general public. Once they dedicate their life to the business, everything they do, borderline, they have other commitments. Yep.
That's good, Kamal. That's good. That was good. But but what Donovan was saying is, you the same way was okay. Woman disrespectful. His, I don't know what the hell. What?
Legacy, that's Chance the Rapper.
I know what that is.
Women
I'm talking about.
said that he was real disrespectful to his
Right,
wife,
right.
but Kiki Palmer's wasn't disrespectful. She just looked good, basically, in so
Exactly,
many words.
exactly. That's the double standard that anytime a man does
But let us
something.
have that, because y'all got too many double standards. Y'all can fuck a million
No,
women and
sweetie,
y'all
no,
damn
no, no. We
dog.
don't.
But
No, no,
no,
no.
but
Uh,
at the
This a
same
level.
time, it
This a
ain't
level
about a
playing
double
field.
standard. Look, put that picture back up, Tony. Put the picture back up. Who's doing what here? Usher
He's
is performing.
dancing.
No,
He's
Usher is
dancing.
performing,
He's
and Usher,
dancing.
he
That's
is
the picture that they
dancing.
took of Kiki. But me and you both saw where the man put his hand on Kiki's body. Did you not say you saw that, Juicy?
I did say I saw that,
Okay, then.
but I also see him
Touching a woman's body, right? Dancing.
bend over, bend over, bend over,
But
back
she's the
way,
one, he's
back
just dancing.
way.
Remember now, remember, his wife, okay, just like we just talked about Gabrielle Union,
Now,
Dwayne Wade.
remember on the show, I said that I've been to Carnival and I know what it's like. And I'm pretty sure that she did too, because she knew where he was going.
I
And
think I
so we
dog.
need to mind our business, because he went there with her knowledge to enjoy himself
Probably
and
creeping. Her
do
Yep,
man
what
gonna
he
be
did.
her ass.
that's exactly what you said, Kate.
So I'm not disagreeing with you with what you're saying and what other women are saying. What I'm saying is it ain't no double standard in my book when it comes to what is going on here. Kiki, like I said, if it was any disrespect, I didn't get to read that.
But she just said he was disrespectful.
He was disrespectful to his wife. If Kiki was disrespectful, it was by allowing Usher to touch her.
Exactly.
But period, that's it. And
That's it.
if that man did not voice that he was disrespected by that, he shouldn't say shit else.
I
That's
agree
what
with
I'm
you.
saying.
And I agree with you on that.
And he didn't. And she got him back good with that song.
She fucked him up with Let It Burn now.
Yes, she did. And I need to go look up the Let It Burn part, because she can sing, So man, please. If
It
she
was
did an
okay.
acapella, Lord
But
have mercy.
the thing is, I want to go back to what Donovan said. If the world already knew that y'all was in a relationship and you went out here and did it, then yes, I can see the man feeling disrespected. But again, like I said, and I've said it 20 times, we don't know if they were broke up prior to the show and he's just being a baby now. But because we did not know, it was not a good look. It was not a good look. And I talked to Tony earlier today, and I asked Tony this question. When we look at, we do know that these young ladies, because we watch Kiki grow up from a little girl to being in Tyler Perry movies, to being Akilah and the Bee, what it is, Long Shot. I think she played the little black girl quarterback, Long Shot with Ice Cube and stuff. And then she faded away. And by the time she came back, she was an adult. So in our minds, well, I know most people's minds, I always see her as those little girls. Me, can't see her as an adult, as a grown woman walking around, because I still see her, because that's like a man for me. A man hanging out with me, we hang around for 10, 15 years together, and my daughter get grown. You done grew up and watched my daughter get grown, and now you attracted to my daughter. I feel like you've always had interest in my daughter, if that's how you move to where now my daughter's 18, 19, she come home and tell me, Mr. Such and Such said such and such to me. So I probably would never be able to look at Kiki and to have her have.
Kids said, when you got somebody to love, you got to respect them. And she said, that is Usher. Laugh out loud.
So she basically saying because it's Usher, it's okay. So then you're
Both
also saying,
nasty. He did it first.
You don't know what the fuck that man did, Ms. Eccles. You going by what somebody post on this goddamn mainstream media. You don't know this, and this is what I keep trying to get people to understand. We're talking allegedly. But
Well, you know
you gotta
what?
have
One
some
thing you
form of
gotta think about legacy, and that's the part that everybody when you say that you don't know, but what people know and how they cipher and their perception and viewing things is based on what they know and their experience. And so,
they're basing it off of their experience and what they've been through, not
right,
what they know.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But what they know is their experience. That's what I
right.
mean.
Let me show y'all another situation that's similar. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if it was the which awards it was, but I think it was the BET Awards a few years back. Destiny's Child, Kelly Michelle, and Beyonce called 3 men on stage. I think it was Nelly, Magic Johnson, and Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard, yes, sir. Let me cater to you. Ooh,
Sit down somewhere. Tayama.
Those 3 men sat in the chair, and Destiny's Child
you're a hater.
serenaded all 3 of those men, booted their face, lap dance, everything.
Oh, play that. I ain't see that.
And their significant others didn't have a problem with it because, once again, it's called getting your celebrity on.
Right. And that's what she was doing.
That's what she was. She was staying relevant. She was staying relevant.
That was Kiki's way and to get back into the
and I told Tony this today because she ain't did a damn thing in 1,000 years.
She's on every morning on Good Morning America. She's active right now.
You better Google that young lady. That fine ass young lady.
But this is also her signature, her back into it. People been looking at her, following her. She named her child Leotis. They want to know about her.
She what?
She named her son Leotis. So everybody been just looking like she's been putting out a trail of information to keep people watching her. So to come out dressed like this at a grown and sexy event, that is what common people are wearing. She's a celebrity. That is what they are wearing.
Since I've had the baby, this is my new look, my new body, my new image. I'm comfortable with it because my boyfriend already posts stuff like this, so he makes me feel comfortable.
I didn't disagree with you on that. So
because he's posting me naked, and he opened with showing the world my body, then I'm grown and sexy. He knows I love him. I'm coming home to him. I'm gonna just dance with Usher, get my name out there. People are gonna talk, and guess what? I'm going back home to my man.
Let me show you another thing. Let me show you another thing, Tony.
You know what?
Hold on,
no
Kate.
one would have talked about it if he hadn't posted.
Say what, Kate?
I said, but the thing about it is, no one would have talked about it.
Right.
If he hadn't tweeted it.
Right. Definitely.
So
he brought it on himself.
Yeah.
But Kate, let me show you another thing that Tony ain't talked about. There was, like Tony say, Usher has been doing this show for how long, Tony?
Several months.
Several months. There's also another post that's contrary to Keke Palmer, where Usher was in another town, I guess, or wherever. But another woman he was serenading or wanted to serenade to, he reached out for her to come up as well.
It was the same place because he, like I said, he do 7 shows a week.
Vegas. In Vegas. Okay.
You talking about Winnie Harlow, the model? She jumped on her man's lap
because she respected her dude and rejected. It doesn't matter, regardless if he was there or not. It's plenty of women that still with boyfriend and not being there would have still went up there where Usher was at. As Miss Eccles just said, that's Usher.
Because that's Usher. But what I'm saying is,
how do y'all block out the herpes?
You crazy.
How do you block? Listen, it's one thing standing in the way of me and Usher.
Herpes.
And I don't want my thing to look like I got scabies down there. So I don't
Good
understand how
God.
y'all women just block out all of that.
Because
So,
he got money and it's Usher.
but at the
I
same
missed that
time,
memo.
she
Hey.
she was there, and because it's Usher, and he wasn't there. So if he was there, it probably wouldn't have went down like that. Who
But
knows?
we can't go on
We
probably.
don't have those facts. Isn't that
We
what you're saying?
exactly the same way we don't
Okay.
have the facts
But
about if those text messages were real or fake.
Well,
but
you know
legacy,
what?
but legacy. As I said to you many times, if 40 people saying something about legacy,
That doesn't mean it's true.
but that don't mean all 40 is a lie. Some of them got to be the truth.
No, it don't have to be all got to be the
Out
truth.
of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, all things shall come to pass. That's scripture.
It may come to pass, but it
Remember,
don't
he's
necessarily.
Shaggy.
Everybody
He's
can't.
Shaggy. It wasn't him.
Everybody
Legacy
can't.
don't give a fuck. He's Shaggy. It
I don't
wasn't
give a
him.
damn if 90 people can conjure together and say I did something. People lie on the stand and get people sent to prison knowing damn well people ain't did nothing.
That's
Out
right.
of the
And you
mouth
know
of
what?
2 or 3, you are
The
convicted, but
jurors,
it doesn't mean it's true.
the jurors can convict someone with just having
That is
a
perfect, man.
thought, a thought of someone doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Okay,
Why
just
are
a
you
thought,
feeding into this
because
man's
you know
shenanigans?
It's the
the
truth.
pressure. The pressure is real. Okay, the pressure is if someone we don't want to let someone that actually did it, actually could have done it, get away if your thought process even says they do it. If there's no evidence by law that someone did a crime, you can't count them guilty. I've seen a case 2 weeks ago, they counted a man guilty because the thought of them thinking that that person is guilty is still there. Not the fact that the evidence
I can
presumed
go to
them
sleep.
guilty.
I can go to sleep now.
You
Not
know?
on herpes. He kissed her on the
So
lip.
now this
He
is not
did.
a defense.
Whoa.
This
Hold
is
on,
not
y'all.
a
Donovan got it.
defense. This is not a defense towards what we're talking about. This is a defense towards what the law and the justice system is wrong about. And
Mm-hmm.
we can correlate this to the
Real life.
mainstream media too. Okay, mainstream and real life. Just because 90 people, okay, if we're gonna go by Bible, let's say this, okay, if 2 or 3 witnesses, and that's principle, that are of honest reports says something. Okay, you
Then
can get 90 devils together all because they want a piece of a pie. Okay, I hate to bring this up, but I'm going to say it.
go ahead.
The R. Kelly documentary. I'm first saddened that anything was spoken on his name. Okay, I am not going to say that all of them are wrong. I'm not going to say all of them are right. But some of them were actually had some hard situations going on that they stated some things. And I'm bringing this documentary up so much because in Black America, we don't like talking about things like this. There are some women in that documentary that was harmed by R. Kelly. Okay. Can I say all of them
Yeah, because
was
they didn't
harmed?
get to become
No.
superstars.
No, all of them wasn't harmed. Some of them were harmed because they didn't get to become superstars.
Yep.
Okay, so that's allegedly, or that's quote Pierce hearsay. Okay, okay, which I'm going to say hearsay is as much as true if you're getting it from an honest report of a real person. And
Yep.
unfortunately, as much as I hate to say that about R. Kelly, that's a case that we all can actually come to realization of knowing that, ooh, we got a problem here. So coming back to the other case conversation that we were having, it's case by case as lawyers and as doctors, as everyone would say, it's case by case to determine the actual reality of what's going on. Now, legacy, if they put something on your name, and even if it's 90 people or 100 people, I have to see what it is. Okay,
Right.
if I totally deny it, if I say legacy that made, if 90 people said that you made them mad, I would actually say he probably did make you mad
You
because
watched
his
the show,
opinion's
huh?
different. Yeah, his opinion's different than yours. But if if I say now when they start saying why you made them mad, if it sounds off, it has to be off. I don't care if
It
it's
has to be
60.
off.
I don't care if it's 90.
But
If they're
that's the
not
thing,
of
Donovan.
honest,
Donovan.
if they are
That's the
not of
thing.
honest report,
That's right.
then I cannot stand with them.
But
So
Donovan, the
whether
thing that
two or
you're
three
saying,
witnesses, if they
you
are
have to be
of an
honest.
honest report,
Honest.
then that's I'm with them when they're honest, okay? All right. But if they got their own hell going on and their own mess going on, and they want everyone else to suffer because they're going through hell and going through mess, I cannot stand with that kind of person because they got to
But
get their own
Donovan,
house
most
in order.
people, but Donovan, what you're stating is true, and this is why I was saying all of this has to be allegedly, not saying that it ain't true, but when
Uh
you
huh.
got people just out of the blue, just now all of a sudden, because this man makes his statement and you don't like what he say, now all of a sudden, oh, you got receipts. What was why you didn't have these receipts when you was you yourself didn't contact Kiki on whatever Instagram or whatever and show her these receipts prior to this man doing allegedly doing these acts.
Some were prior to this man. As I said, it wasn't just
I didn't
one.
so I didn't say that I'm talking about they did not come out to social media about this situation until that night after that man made that post. But the only reason
These
they
was
came,
coming out legacy before, like they had some that
so
came
why did
out
she
while she was
stay?
pregnant.
So why did she stay?
Oh, shit, the head or the dick could be good, either
See
or.
what I'm talking about?
Ain't it
Okay,
the
okay,
winning?
okay. Right, but you're in it to win
Let
it.
me tell
Up,
you.
you're in it to win it up until he confronts you about he's uncomfortable. Well, Juicy has a valid point because if he's arguing about what she wore, and then y'all exposing the fact that he was the one that was making her comfortable with showing her body off on, then he got what he wants. You created that monster. Now I'm okay with my ass jiggling
But
everywhere.
legacy, let's be clear. When you have a child, you look at shit totally different. If I know whatever mean you going through is so toxic and the way you like to talk to me, I refuse to let my son see you treat me or talk down to me and think that shit is okay.
But
That
don't
by
you think
itself
you
will
don't
make
you
me
think
chuck up the
but
deuces to
but
your
listen,
ass.
right, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're
Bye.
Kiki Palmer. So you can leave at any time because you got money to leave. You didn't have to
Shit,
stay in
I'm
a
telling you, I'm a hair reef.
right. I
And I
that's
leave.
why
I done
but what I'm
witnessed
saying,
it.
most people that you see
And I'm
stay,
broke.
most people that you see stay in those type of toxic relationships stay because they have at that moment they have no other option but to stay. But we're talking about Kiki Palmer. We're talking
Okay,
about
so
go
I
ahead.
had to I had to say this legacy. I'm gonna have to I'm not disagreeing with you because of what you're saying. I'm disagreeing with you because of what the reality is, okay?
Go ahead.
People, I don't care what status you have, okay, and who you are, okay? You still go through things that people on the lowest totem pole go through. It's
Uh-huh.
not as easy just to say, I'm done or I'm going to leave or stay. That's emotional. That still comes with the natural human being having feelings and emotions and things that some people can't control. And unfortunately, I have to say it's not disagreeing with what you're saying. It's bringing something to light that Kiki Palmer, it's not about money or things. It's the principle of actually relationships and things which we would not know why, okay? We wouldn't
Uh-huh.
know just because someone's name is that name, okay? Kiki Palmer, just because you're Kiki Palmer, you can leave when you want to, you can do whatever you want to. Well, okay, if that's the case, Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein and all of them people can do what they want to. And look, the world won't expose it, okay? What I'm saying, the reality of this principle, we have to get back to people still have that humanistic side of feelings where They just can't just drop out of something just because of their name or their class or their title. Sometimes they have to be able to go through. And unfortunately, we would like to say, "Oh, Kiki Palmer, she's Kiki Palmer. She could have left when she wanted to." Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that.
I
You
agree with
can't.
you.
So you can't just, and it's not you. People can't just say, "Oh, she's so and so. She can just leave." Yeah, well, there's a lot of people we could have said you could have just left situations, and look what they went through. Okay, we had people that killed themselves. We're talking about celebrities that done killed themselves. Why'd they kill themselves? They could have just got out of that situation. People battle depression. People battle different things. They battle attachments. Okay, sometimes people are attached to each other, and it's not easy just to call it a quits. I'll leave
It is.
that there.
You right.
One answer your question also, Legacy. The reason why she stayed is because one, I think Kiki actually genuinely did love him, and the reason I'm gonna say that because I've heard in different conversations, not necessarily interviews, but just talks where she has kind of like hinted and talked about weddings, marriages, you know. But she's basically waiting for him to propose, and he had never proposed. So it's not that it's not that I think she wanted to get married, but she's waiting for him to take the next step because she genuinely loved him. And she didn't have a problem with him being a non-celebrity. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
She didn't.
Right, she didn't have a problem with that because she said, she knew when she met him that he wasn't necessarily a celebrity, and she wanted somebody that was, not necessarily in quote unquote in the industry, because she's heard so many rumors and bad stories about people in the industry. There's bitches in the industry that been married 30 times.
Yeah.
She's like every month you got a new partner. You're on the cover of a magazine with a new piece on your arm.
You know they say, Tony. You know they say if you married a celebrity and you've been married 2 years, that's the equivalent of 20 in Hollywood.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Kiki wanted to break the norm and to break the narrative, and she said, "Well, I'm gonna get me a simple person, cause figuring that he or she or whoever, whatever, is gonna love me for me, not necessarily for my status or for what I can bring to the table, or whatever." And she even stated in interviews that she didn't have a problem being the bread earner or the breadwinner, because it wasn't even about the money. And at the same token, she didn't even have a problem with honoring him and giving him quote unquote the leadership role in the relationship, because again, she don't have a problem being submissive to her man. And it's not about because I make the money, I make the rules. No, you're my man, you're my king, and I'm gonna be your queen, and I'm gonna submit to you. So she had the right values and the right morals and the right thought pattern. It was just waiting for him.
But let me ask this question, Tony. Because we love to say this is a new era, new age, and new shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I want to be married, if I'm a woman and I want to be married, and I done been with somebody 2-3 years and now I got a child, I'm not talking about nothing but marriage. And I'm gonna let you know, hey, are we planning on being married? Because I've been waiting on you. See, that's the biggest issue with this shit of relationships. Because everybody's waiting on.
Ladies, get married before you have this child. Make sure that man wants to be in your life and that child's life.
And here it is. You saw him enough and loved him enough to bring forth life into the world with him. So, and I don't know exactly how long they've been in a relationship, Tony, but I know it's been a minute.
Right.
But why are we waiting? If you want to be married, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting on him to take the step? We all that chivalry shit, all that's over with. That shit been dead a while. So if you are a woman and you want to be married, why not just say, hey, we plan on getting married? And at that moment, I'm talking about, are you planning on getting married in the next year or two? Because that's what I want to do.
Right.
And if he or she can't give you an answer, then you can make a decision on, you know what? It's nothing personal, but I don't think we need to waste any more time because you're not going in my direction. You're not going in the same direction that I'm going in. So if you want to be married, then hey, motherfucker, are we getting married? If not, let me know, because see, I don't give a damn if we go to the courthouse. I don't give a damn if we go to Tony house. I don't give a damn if we go to the church. But if the goal is to get married, then say, hey, are we going to get married? Don't wait on him to make a decision, because if I can keep getting the milk and ain't never got about a fucking cow, I'm gonna keep milking the shit out of the cow.
Hey Tony, you need to call your sister and tell her Ryan this tape. So somebody get married on this podcast. I'm just saying.
Nobody ain't getting married, because guess what? Listen, it's only a few women that I've ever thought about this with. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that that's something. Marriage was never really on my agenda if I'm talking about me. Because I see marriage to some people, this shit is horrible. This shit is disastrous. It's sad, and people lives get turned upside down by being married.
Thank you for clearing that up when you said for me, because don't be putting ain't nobody getting married on this podcast.
I didn't say nobody on this podcast wasn't gonna get married.
I'm gonna take that blessing with a lesson. I'm with you. Ain't nobody studying juicy. I'm with you. Let me get in that spot with legacy.
But Tony said that she wanted to be married. And if that was something that she wanted to do, then she should say, hey, are we doing this? Why are you waiting for someone to come to you and ask you to be theirs when he may already be thinking you're his, but his way of marriage or being considered married may not be the traditional way of being married, of going and signing some marriage papers in a courthouse and going to a pastor and having this big. He might just consider himself as the African tradition and say, hey, we just jump over this motherfucking broom and me and you married. So you have to know.
He threw our wife out there like that. Like that's how it goes, I guess.
But I'm just saying, you have to know the person that you're with and know that if this is something that they want to do or not.
I think even in the African culture, you gotta have a witness.
No, you don't.
Right.
No, you don't.
You just jump over the broom and pride.
If you don't have to do that. Mostly in Africa, it is nowhere near close to the westernized culture.
Well, whoever created the jump over the broom theory, that's what I'm talking about.
The jump over the broom theory.
But anyway, we're running out of time, so let me move on real quick. And then I got this one last thing to cover real quick. I was on Twitter the other day, and I was on somebody's Twitter page, and this is what I saw. Read that, Legacy.
Could you be in a sexless relationship? Depends on the age. You know, I'm pretty sure at some point in time in your relationship, especially if you 20, 30, 40, 50 years in, you don't look at that woman, and that woman don't look at you the same. I'm not saying all, but at a certain time in a relationship, I believe we all come to a conclusion that, you know, we don't really have to have sex to be fulfilled, because your companionship, your partnership, or you being here with me through these hard times, that I love that even more than sex. We done already done that. But in my young ages of now, if I'm in a relationship and let's say this woman gets hurt and she can't do the things that she used to do, and I love her with all my heart, I probably would subscribe to Pornhub. Because let me tell you something. I don't want nobody to leave me in my time. But if I'm just in a relationship with a woman and she talking about winning and ain't nothing physically wrong with her, mentally wrong with her, then and she's just denying it, then no, I can't stay in a relationship like that with all this pussycat out here that needs to be stroked and purred upon.
Lord.
Donovan, can you answer the question, Donovan? Donovan, are you there? Are you with us? Have we lost Donovan?
No, he's there, but he probably in the bathroom or something right now. He'll come back in a second.
You said my car.
He's somewhere watching Pornhub.
But I mean, you know Donovan, he from the last time we had that discussion, he was in a sexless relationship.
Right. Juicy, can you be in a sexless relationship?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to put your ass on the stand because I got questions.
Tiama, could you be in a sexless relationship with no sex?
Yes.
But hold on. I want to let's add this, Tony. Let's add this. No toys, no vibrators, no dildos, nothing. Your pussy hole don't just cream no more. You don't even want it. We not saying we sexless relationship.
Let me tell you, I can say yes to that. Because for darn near 10 years, I was addicted to one person. Like, I was seriously addicted to this person. And I literally cold turkey weaned myself off of this person.
And how long it took you?
I could do that. How long it took me? It didn't take me long because I initially went through he betrayed me. So
well, that's gonna do it for you anyway.
That betrayal to a Leo was like that was like sleeping with the enemy type shit.
Yeah, but we know Kate can do it. But I don't know. I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna be in a sexless relationship with no woman, and and that pussy hole still works, and it's creamy, and you just ain't getting it to me because you don't want to give it to me, and we supposed to still be. We not. That's not. If you got hurt, I'm willing to put it on the shelf. But if you ain't hurt and that pussy hole over there working, and you coming to bed smelling like Bath and Body Works, vanilla cream pie.
It's supposed to smell like Exotic Oil Master.
Exotic Oil Master pussy hole.
Okay, he plugged you earlier for the weddings. Why stop there?
No, I mean I didn't get a chance to go on, but I mean he just went on and popped it in like he was supposed to.
Okay.
But we're not gonna play like that. Oh, but when you say that, Tony, what do you say is exactly? Show it to him one more time. Yeah. You should have had Dick or Don on that one. You should have had Dick or Don on the
Anyway, it could be on there. You just can't read the titles from there.
Oh God.
Has Donovan joined us again?
No. But Tony, answer
I'm here.
Okay, there you go.
Donovan, can you read what's on the screen?
Could you be in a sexless relationship? Yes, relationships can be sexless, yes.
But
yes.
can you be in one?
I can. I've been in one before. So,
how long did that last?
Oh.
Donovan.
Legacy?
No.
Hold on.
Oh, Donovan, put your face in the place.
Yeah.
I am. Because since you want to know so much.
We sure do.
Oh
How
my
long
goodness.
did that relationship last, Donovan?
So I have not been in a sex relationship yet. Okay. Once I'm in a sex relationship, as we first had a show, the first
I
show
was
we
talking
had
about that. I was
is
talking about it.
monogamy, whatever it's called. Come on, help me out, y'all. Monogamy. Okay.
Monogamous.
Yeah. Okay. And so when I get married, I can have all the what we call sex I want to.
Right.
Okay. But remember, the part of having sex is to build a family. Family
Mm-hmm.
consists of a husband and a wife and children. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I say husband and wife and children? Because if you notice in the justice system, you can still be unmarried. And if anyone can claim benefits in a relationship that is supposed to be committed, it's wrong. Okay. What am I talking about? You have child support people can claim, and that's men or women. You
Mm-hmm.
have you can't claim alimony when a couple is not married. You get that
Right.
after a divorce.
Right.
So
Right.
there are benefits and perks to a committed relationship. So coming back to a sexless relationship, I'm going to make it general, okay? If a mom and child can be sexless, okay? A dad and child can be sexless, okay? Then a relationship can be sexless, all right? Why? Because it's all about your training. It's all about your.
I don't want to train.
Uh, I don't know what you mean by that. It's
I don't. I'm already
it's all.
trained,
I'm talking
Donovan.
about.
I'm
It's
already
all.
trained to have it.
Okay. Once again, could you be in a sexless relationship? I'm gonna say we are not trained to be animals, and we're trained to value our body parts to have self-control. Okay?
I had it for 18
Self-control.
years.
And you still are now you being the devil's advocate right now.
It's
I
okay.
know you are, okay? It's all right. I'm gonna tell you what. Could you be in a sexless relationship? The global general answer to that, I'm going to answer is yes. How long? You can control your hormones, okay? It's all right to say I can control my penis and my balls where I'm not jumping into every swimming pool I see, okay?
Now, Donovan,
Uh-huh.
that did used to be me, but I have learned to restrain and refrain from so much.
Yeah. You,
But
you're that's your goodies, man.
but you're not listening. I thought me and you was on the same earlier. Me and you, I don't like you right now, Donovan. But
I'm all right with that.
listen, D, listen. But I've
I love you,
also, like
bro.
I told you, I went 18 years controlling that. So within those 18 years, what I'd never had before, Donovan, I was never missing it. But
Okay.
when once I had it and I had an abundance of it, it drove me crazy because I needed more.
Mm.
But I learned that I can control that desire.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I told Tony them that if I was in a relationship and the significant other got hurt, then yes. I mean, especially if I loved her to that point, whether she was my wife or a long-term relationship, because like I said, I don't always naturally believe in the natural traditional way of marriage so much. But I
Mm.
do believe that marriage is good. But I
Yeah.
don't have it doesn't have to normally it don't have to naturally be that the way that society makes it because it's a business. The way that they go about things with marriage, it makes marriage a business. But
Okay.
if I
That's
love,
that's perception. That's
that's
perception
perception.
and opinionated.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's how I feel about it.
Okay.
But
Every
at the
marriage is not like that. Every
no, no,
every
no. Every marriage is not like that. But when the marriage comes to the end, you find out that it is.
yeah. And just opinionated for public officials. Coming back to Beyonce and Jay-Z and the children, okay, that as opinion without anyone condemning me or causing any defamation. I'm not defaming anyone's character, okay? I will say this once again. A marriage is between a man and a woman, and it's between a man and a woman, and sex should be between husband and wife, having no regrets to having kids
Not a
after,
boyfriend and
so they can
girlfriend.
create, huh?
Not a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Well, so a boyfriend and girlfriend having what we call sex in the terminology is called fornication.
Yes, it's
Okay,
called fornication.
sex before marriage. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, and so
Now, let me tell you how powerful. Let me tell you how powerful sex is, Donald. I'm gonna tell you something that you probably didn't know, but it has been revealed on previous shows about Mr. Legacy.
About what?
Legacy walked away from ministry for some sex.
hey,
He was in training to be a minister.
hey, hey, Legacy, I'm glad you walked away.
He
Okay,
got a taste for some coochie and lost his mind.
hey, I'm glad he walked away because then if he didn't walk away, he would have been accountable for those souls. Okay, and the blood would be on his hands.
Yep.
So it's best to do your dirt away from the people than to be doing it around them. And now you're the excuse of why they don't like church and don't want church. And really, people that don't like church and don't want church, that's really on their perception and their opinion. They can't blame the reason why they don't like church is because of a person, because that person may not have been living up to who they were supposed to be. Okay, so I respect you for jumping away from church because you felt like you needed some pussy. Okay,
Well, it
because
wasn't.
I'd rather you burn by yourself than to be burning a lot of people with you. Okay.
Well, I like I say with that, Tony, you is crazy, but that is partially true because I just felt like being in the ministry because I look at I used to look at pastors in a upstanding light, but I again you can dig and find all the truth and facts about how ministers are sleeping with other men, women in the churches. You got cardinals and popes molesting little boys and things, coming through their tutelage. So no, I definitely didn't want to be one of those people to mislead my congregation in that matter. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. Donovan, we appreciate you coming on tonight. You know you always do your thing when you come through. And
Yes,
you
sir.
you give us what Juicy Cake gave us before she became full-fledged, and that was a different point of view of looking at things, and we greatly appreciate you for it. Go ahead and let them folks know
Hold
how
on.
they.
Is Donovan wearing his State Farm pajamas?
No, I'm not in no pajamas tonight. I'm still in my work clothes, y'all.
Not the State Farm.
I'm just messing with you, Donovan.
I know you are. I can take a good laugh.
But go ahead and let them folks know. What'd you say, Kate?
I said, but he is wearing khakis.
Who are you, Jake from State Farm? What are you wearing?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Jake. Hold up, just for a moment, you all. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for Jake. All right, I can't find Jake. He'll be back soon. Okay. Hey, I'm Donovan Phipps.
From State Farm.
No, that's Jake from State Farm, y'all. Y'all get that right. See, we supposed to be closing it out, and I'm trying to stay within the protocol, y'all.
My bad, Donovan. My bad. Go ahead and do your thing, D.
All right. Hey, I'm Donovan Phipps, and for more information, you can log on to donovanphipps.com, or you can visit my Instagram, dphipslife, or Donovan Phipps with a D-O-N-O. We'll have to correct that on the screen. A-N, again, D-O-N-O-V-A-N, and Phipps, okay, on Facebook. Hey, and I want you all to know that, hey, this show, everything that was said on this show from my voice, it was all allegedly, whether we were talking about conversations on cases that are out there in mainstream or anything, okay? Just a disclaimer, and do not come after DP Productions or Donovan Phipps. We appreciate you all. I'm going to yield. I hope you all have a great night. And thank you, Tony, Legacy, and my girl, Juicy Cakes, for keeping it real right here on the Anthony Brown Show. Turn it over.
All right. We appreciate you, DP. We're going to bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. There's none out there like that. But you know who it is, the cakes, to let them know.
You can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. Check me out on Facebook, Nicole Purse, Instagram, Miss Beautiful, or TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. The website is aliveandtoyou.com. And that'll be all.
We're going to go ahead.
And my email is winning@persevere.com.
Y'all heard it, winning. We'll go ahead and bring out. Before we go, I don't know what happened to my other sister. The boss lady, she's gone for the night. We appreciate her being on, giving her voiceful, loud, sometimes obnoxious point of view. But I wouldn't want to do it without her. The T in the ATL, our little sister, Tayama Sweetness Tyson's mama.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and bring out the boss man, the one that makes it possible for us to be on here and enjoy ourselves. We all have different points of views. And tonight, he really just irked me, but I wouldn't want to do it without him either. The one and only, the boss man, the one that makes it possible.
Yes.
AB, let the ATL hoes know.
I'm yours, shoot. I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. I ask that you follow my Facebook page. It's called Anthony the Writer or The Anthony Brown Show. Words I live by, and I think you should too, and that's you got to grind until you shine. For business purposes, you can reach out to me at 561-768-3710.
All right.
And for your State Farm needs, please go on, check out Jake at State Farm right now. Peace out.
Y'all know who that was. That was Donovan Phipps from State Farm.
That was Jake.
Yeah, that was Jake. We're going to go ahead.
State wrong.
We're going to go ahead and bring out, you all know who I am. I'm the one and only. Legacy, the great, the real one. Y'all can hit me up on Facebook, up on our Dream Williams. You can also reach out to me YouTube on my at Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Cell phone number for business purposes only. Reach out to me at 229-630-7615. Again, my other cell phone number is 561-907-9129. Just want to say we appreciate all you guys for tuning in and watching us. Kamal Akbar, Miss Eccles, and anybody else that was out there that was watching and didn't comment. I gotta say this before we get out of here. Man or woman, if you love your significant other the way that you claim that you do, if you're not with them, don't dress like a whore. If you're not with your significant other as a man, don't embarrass your woman by being a whore. Protect their value to you with all you got, and hopefully they do the same for you. Out there showing your ass in clothes and you ain't around your man, don't do it. Out there eating pussy in the car, knowing that ain't your woman, don't do it. ATL, ho.
Yeah. 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the kings, little people the kings. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you can't wanna wait to beat. When it's sweet, just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early, didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game, and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. They're like you phony rap cat, about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, A&T is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons, and I'm the truth. Wow, cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless as a child that didn't hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you not. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the half. You do the math, then that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking trade lunch. And my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucker.